What's up guys, Dakota here. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new for the first time, thanks for stopping by. So in today's video, we're going to be kind of talking about some neat features and a couple of differences between the JL and the JK as far as overlanding is concerned. Now, none of these are like game-changing or groundbreaking features, just stuff that I've noticed as I've been getting more and more into the overlanding scene, if you will. Just kind of looking into it, looking at videos and stuff. I've noticed some things the JL has that make it nice for overlanding. You know, a few features that you can get or that come standard depending on which model you get, that make it good for overlanding. Kind of helps you start the build a little easier. So we're gonna drive out to the little video spot here, and then we're gonna give you the rundown of it. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, so now we're here and we're going to start with the outside. Now I don't really know if you'd classify this as a feature per se, but I figured it's worth pointing out. So the JL, whether it's the 2-door or the Unlimited, is actually a little bit longer than the JK. So for instance, the 2-door, the wheelbase is 1.4 inches longer than the 2-door JK, and then the wheelbase of the 4-door JL is 2.4 inches longer than the JK. So now what does that mean? That means that for overlanding, one, since you're spacing the wheels out a little bit more, overlanding, you're doing a lot of traveling, long stints in the car, it's gonna mean a little bit better ride. The further the wheels are apart, the better ride you get. Also, it means that in the Jeep, you're gonna have a bit more space. Making the wheelbase longer, the overall Jeep is longer, making it a little bit bigger to fit more gear inside. All right, so we talked about the wheelbase being longer, giving you a bit more space in the back. Now I have a separate video going over kind of the back seat space of the JL if you want to check that out. But one of the other neat features of the JL that I think makes it a little bit easier to start your build for overlanding, in the JK, or at least the ones that I've seen, my parents have a 2013 JKU. A lot of people like to put fridges in the back when they're overlanding. One of the popular ones is like the Dometic fridge, and you got to use an outlet. It's like a 12 volt, the DC plug. In the JL, you actually get one right in the back here. So if you have the fridge, you can put the fridge in here and then just connect it right in there, as opposed to having to run a longer cable to the front or buy something separate to run it off of. You can just plug it in right here, and I think that is pretty cool. All right, so some of the other neat little things that I think make this a good platform, the new JL a good platform for overlanding, especially the 2-door now has a bit more space. On the back of the seats, now again, from the JK, I don't know of it having this feature. The ones that I've seen, like my parents doesn't have it, but on the back of the seats here, you actually get so you get the regular kind of net here that's kind of normal with most vehicles, but then if you look, you have these little straps where you can actually connect things onto the back of the seat, whether you want to do you know, a trash bag, or whether you want to connect up some, say, radios or things like that, or any other gear that, say, you don't want it to be in the back, but you don't want it to be in the front with you. You can have it just attached to the rear, which at least for 2 doors, you know, all the space we can get is super helpful. So the fact that you can pack on more gear makes it pretty helpful. And while we're in the back, I'm also going to show you, so one of the things that when we were talking about the fridge earlier, right, you got the power hookup. One of the other little neat features of the JL is just how many power outlets and ways you can connect things. You know, whether it's camera equipment, whether it's a cooler, the fridge, your navigation systems, whatever you want to use, you have plenty of ways to power stuff. So in the back, you get 4 different types of USBs. You have your regular USB 3.0 ports, then you have 2 USB-C ports. Then you also have a regular, as you can see here, 115 volt actual AC little wall outlet down here. So you can plug up things, again, whether it's a fridge, an air compressor, whatever you want, you can plug it in here and you'll be good to go. You get another USB port, and at the front, if you flip up this media tab here, you get another USB-C port, and then another USB 3.0 port. So you've got plenty of options for powering anything that you need in the Jeep. All right, so one of the other things that is a neat little feature that you can get on the JL is if you get the trailer tow group, you'll get the auxiliary gauges as well as a 700 amp maintenance-free battery and a 240 amp alternator. Again, when you're overlanding, you can set up your light bar, you can set up your winch, a couple of different options there, a chaser light, without having to install one, buy one aftermarket. You can just go straight and plug it right in. Again, when you're building it, just a few little less things you have to do. All right, guys, so those are just some neat things that I think the JL has, or that you can get on the JL, that make it nice for overlanding. Again, nothing game changing, nothing that says because you don't have those options you can't overland. Just some stuff that I think is nice to have if you plan on doing it. The fact that you can get it from the factory is pretty neat. You know, like the auxiliary gauges and the way you can connect stuff to the back of the seats to kind of get more stuff to fit in there is just pretty cool. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you didn't, that's cool too, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.